Colby, we've been working together way too long because I knew you were going to say that. Like I swear to God, in my head, I was thinking, because I'm sure. And then you said that, like the commercial. I mean, yeah, we have to break that. Yeah, I did. Raise your hand if you're sure. You know. Colby, this might be the dumbest show we've ever done. Just for you. Is that the one they made the movies about? I remember you saying you hated it, but I didn't know what it was at the time. But that was based on a Stephen King thing. Mm-hmm. Yep. So it should have been a decent movie. Could have been done right. Oh wow. God, it's 12. Okay, look, no series needs to be 12 months. Right. I mean, there's 66 books of the Bible. And yes, I've read all 66, start to finish. And then I read them backwards. And I read the Old Testament. And I read the New Testament. I feel like they could have condensed all that into like one movie. Okay, that might could have been a 30-minute TV sitcom with the Bible. No. Kidding. So, Colby, you know how oftentimes you will have individuals that are, physically challenged, whatever the situation may be, and they want to do sports. They want to play. I'm trying to turn my camera around on TikTok. By the way, if you join us on TikTok and you want to talk to us, use that text line that Colby 214-937-0569. Um, I guess to do that, you'd have to get off your phone. So maybe don't text us again. Watch but yeah, but I can't see it very well. I don't know. TikTok. You get to taking the word TikTok out, and it's still fun. But anyway, so you get people that are maybe challenged somehow, mentally or physically, and they want to compete in sports, or their school, or their whatever they're in. We'll say, tell the other team, hey, we might get this kid involved in the game, maybe the last game or whatever. Like in football, they'll let the little kid run through the line and they'll score a touchdown, or they'll let the kid take a shot at the basket and he makes it, or somebody will help him and rebound and whatever. It's a feel good thing, right? I love watching those on wherever the videos are because you really do. It makes you feel good. You feel good for that kid or that individual. So I don't have any context to this video, but you get the feeling from watching it, it's one of those where this kid might be somehow challenged. I'm trying to be politically correct. Is that the correct way to say that? Like I don't know. This is a basketball game. They look like high school. He doesn't look like he has any physical ailments by any stretch during this video. But you can't tell on video if there's something mental or whatever the situation. The other team's nice enough to allow him to shoot a basket. All right, so it's one of those where clearly this is pre-planned and everybody wants him to make a basket to feel good and be part of the team, and the crowd's cheering for him. But it doesn't go so well. So let's see if we can. And number 14. He made it, Colby! Oh, who made the music? And he made another one. Colby, but when you look at the look, and then they're doing the handshake line, right? And the kids have to point them and tell them what to do, like the one has to hand, and he's the first, so I more involved, right? Yeah. Rightfully so. Yeah. And he practiced that, right? Like, there's no question. They knew this was going to happen. So you go and you practice it. Colby, I didn't count, but I bet there were 8 missed shots before he made it. And then they showed the video jumped and he made another one, right? They let him, and the other team, the kids are being so cool. They've got their hands up like they're guarding him. They don't go for rebounds. One kid was just in the path of the rebound. He let it bounce off of him into the kid's hands again for him to take a shot. And then they do the handshake line, and his team let him be first. Like, dude, it's one of those great feel-good moments, right? Like this, I love that. I don't even know this kid, but I love that for this kid. Whoever put this video out, edit the damn video so he makes it on the first shot. Or maybe the second, like he's allowed to miss, right? But not 8. And I guarantee the other team's like, oh, how long are we going to do this? All right, no 3 seconds in the key. The refs aren't going to call 3 seconds on anybody, right? It was way more. I don't know, man. I saw that, and I literally watched it over and over. It was like 2 in the morning. And I was laughing. And I wasn't laughing at him, right? Like, I wasn't laughing because he was missing. I was just laughing because it was uncomfortable to watch. Yeah. Yeah, that was great. So again, this was in Norway, wasn't in America. So I don't know. We watch the video again, but you see signs in the gym that are Norwegian. And it even said Norway at the bottom of the video. So maybe basketball is different in Norway. I don't know. But he finally made it, so I felt really good about that. European. European. So yeah, there was that. That's how we start the show with that. And that just kind of tells you, because look, if you think that was bad, y'all just wait until later in the show.
Yeah.
Because I can't even tell you. This might be one of the strangest things we've ever had on this show. And I'm going back to the old Drunk Sports podcast days with me and Big Red. We showed some pretty weird things and talked about some off things. This might be the best or the worst, however you want to categorize it.
It's such a good story that we're having to extend news and notes for it.
Yeah, Colby wanted it to be just a story and news and notes, and I'm like, nope, we're doing a whole segment on this bitch.
So yeah, I mean, I guess the only, hold on to your butts, because it's going to get wild.
It's going to be so great.
It's going to get wild. So while we're doing that and we're segueing all over the place, let's go ahead and toss this to one IndyCarTim, and me asking Tim.
Oh, it's my turn.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Colby.
What day is it today, bud?
Really glad you asked me. So I try to control. By the way, Lee Dorsey joins the show. Hello, Lee. He's on Facebook watching.
What up, dude?
Welcome, Lee. Trying to find Colby's favorite transition. Here we go.
There it is.
Colby, I'm really glad you asked me. By the way, we've got a lot of people watching the show here to start our Wednesday hump day.
What up?
Especially over there on that X. So Colby, today, this is the segment where we go, what day is it? Because there's always questionable days. Today, a day I do not approve of, to be followed by a day I greatly approve of. But first, the day I do not approve of, Colby. If these went away and were no longer in existence anywhere on the planet Earth or in the known universe, I would celebrate that day.
Miracle Whip. Miracle
Whip is nectar of the gods. No, Colby, it is National Kitten Day. F kittens.
Oh, no. No.
And look, I'm okay with lions and tigers and jaguars and all of the big cats, right? Those wild creatures. Those are majestic. Those are amazing. We do not need domesticated house cats. Those are just cancers in our society.
Nope. You're wrong.
I hate cats.
Man, puppies, kittens.
Oh, I love puppies.
Dude, amazing.
By the way, puppy story real quick, Colby. You have a pup.
Yep.
Princess ever been sick and you didn't know why and it worried you to where you were sick to your stomach?
Not with Princess,
but with another animal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, Tolo's only 5. He's still kind of a pup. He's a Bichon Frise for those of you out there that don't know my pup Tolo. And he's super active, always running around playing, wants to play outside, jumping up on my bed. If I'm laying on the bed trying to watch Acolyte, he wants to play. By the way, we'll get into Acolyte talk later too.
Gross.
Awesome. Dude, the last couple of days, there was something wrong, and it didn't appear to be physical. Sometimes he'll hurt his paw, because he runs hard chasing rabbits and birds in our yard, right? So sometimes he'll hurt it doing it, but dude, I would grab the paws. No, but if he started walking a little bit, he and it went on for like 2. I was going to take him to the vet tomorrow if it didn't get better, which I can't afford. But he'd lay down, he'd be still, he would shake. He'd get under my desk on his bed, he would just shake. And I'm like, holy crap, what is wrong? He wouldn't eat, wouldn't drink, nothing. And I'm thinking, well, maybe like last night, I was like, okay, he ate something outside and his stomach is hurting him.
Right.
He was still pooping. He would still go outside to poop. And it looked normal.
And then I freaking wake up this morning at 4:45 to him on my chest, licking my face, wanting to go outside, not yelping, not doing anything. He goes outside, he poops, comes inside, and he's done sleeping because he's been sleeping for 2 days. He just wanted to play. He's completely fine.
Huh.
Not yelping. So he wouldn't jump on my bed. He couldn't jump on my bed, which he does all the time. And he freaking jumped up on the bed this morning, playing with his toy. Sometimes he drops the toy on the ground off the bed on purpose so he can jump down, get it, and come back up. And he was doing that all morning. So I was like, okay, he's fine.
Right.
But for a couple of days, I was legit concerned.
Something he ate and he probably just got rid of it.
Yeah. So anyway, there's my pup story. I probably should have opened with that. But Colby, the day, aside from National Kitten Day, you're going to laugh at me. A lot of guys laugh at me because it's not a guy drink, but I think it is a guy drink. Not every time, but there's an occasion for this. It's National Pina Colada Day.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you'd be one of those. I think there is a time.
There's not.
Okay, do you drink frozen margaritas?
No.
Okay, well, frozen margaritas are a thing.
Yeah, but I don't drink.
I mean, I don't like frozen. I like rocks. More alcohol.
No.
You ever had a rocks pina colada?
Nope.
We make those too, as a
Nope.
bartender. I love me a pina colada though. Colby, on this day, have you ever been in the Bahamas in your world travels?
Yes.
All right. Well, today's Bahamas Independence Day. I don't know who they got independence from or who owned them before.
I didn't ask anybody while I was there.
Was it us? Did we own Bahamas?
I mean, we got the internet, but I don't think we need to look that up.
How about? Again, I'm seeing these for the first time, right? I don't ever do homework. Colby.
Oh, dear.
Look, I've had some Jaeger and I've had some beer in preparation of this show. Tell me why we need National Don't Step on a Bee Day. What'd that bee do to you?
I don't step on a bee.
When can you step on a bee? They fly. They're usually higher than you.
I guess if they're like on the ground or whatnot, but I mean,
Isn't that unnecessary?
yeah, not unless you're just talking about, like an angry woman. Like, don't step on them.
I'll do that. Cross me, woman. I'll come at you. Not that I like bees.
I mean, unless they're like, the Killer Bees or whatever.
Right? That's a good band.
Used to be a tag team.
Right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't go mess with bees.
No, leave them alone and they'll leave you alone. Colby, how about National First Sermon of Lord Buddha Day? Let's go celebrate Lord. Okay, first of all, I've never heard that God referred to as Lord Buddha. It's always just Buddha, right?
Right.
But you know what? If that's your God, it's your day.
Have a day.
Have a day.
Mm-hmm.
National Global Energy Independence Day.
Oh, F off.
Screw energy. We don't need energy or independence or global. It's unnecessary.
All of it.
Colby, do you have any friends named Caleb?
Yeah, I've got my friend J-Bone. One of his kids is named Caleb.
All right, we'll text J-Bone and tell him to hug his kid because it's National Caleb Day.
All right, then.
Ever been to Brazil?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Damn, you're a world traveler. What did you do in Brazil? Where were you?
Was with my parents doing.
But you don't remember where, like what city? How old were you?
7, 6.
And you don't know what city you lived in?
No.
Huh. All right. Well, today's National Pizza Day in Brazil.
So
No, they had pizza in Brazil. I thought that was an American thing.
a bunch of hairless pies.
Oh, I don't mind if my pie's hairless. It's cleanly shaved.
That's right.
Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
How can you live in a city at the age of 7 and not know where it was?
What? Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Do you know me?
You don't. Yes, and it's mind-blowing to me that some of the things you don't know about yourself
Why do I
boggles
need to know?
the mind.
I don't need to know anymore.
So we can talk about it on the radio on National Pizza Day in Brazil. Did you not anticipate that ever coming up in your life?
No, I didn't.
You have any friends named Stella?
No.
Well, it's National Stella Day, so we should go make friends named Stella.
Or just go drink some wine.
Stella Sellers?
Stella Rosa.
Stella Rosa. That she's hot. Colby, it's National Wyoming Day.
Good.
Which means Wyoming probably became a state on this day, right? Like,
right.
I don't know. I don't have that information, but I'm guessing. Isn't that where Devil's Tower is that was in Close Encounters?
Sure.
I think that's where Devil's Tower is. It's the only good thing about it. I've been to Wyoming one time in Cheyenne. I kind of liked it.
At least you remembered your city.
I did.
Didn't care.
Did you know that there is more people in DFW than the entire state of Wyoming? Like by 3 times.
Yes.
Not a lot of people live up here in Wyoming.
Because of Facebook told me that one time.
See? Social media is smart. Colby, it's Pick Blueberries Day today.
Yeah, blueberries are good.
Colby. It's National Take Your Teddy Bear on a Picnic Day today.
What?
Take your teddy bear on a picnic day. Let's get our teddy bears together and go on a picnic at the next break.
I don't.
You have a teddy bear?
No. My kids got me a stuffed Optimus Prime doll that's by the bed.
Bring them along.
All right.
Take your teddy bear on a picnic day.
It's amazing.
And here's another one of these weirdly specific medical days, Colby. It is National Transplant Financial Coordinator Day.
Good for you.
So if you coordinate financials for organ transplants, you should take the day off and go have a picnic with your teddy bear and eat some Brazilian pizza.
Go have a picnic with your Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh, he was demonic.
Yep.
That thing was crazy. God, and that's what day it is, Colby.
Woo!
For the love of God. How do we get through that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. And I don't know how we're going to get through the rest of this because after the sports report and a little bit of birthday talk, then we just get completely dumb. So
off the rails.
So it's now time for me to seamlessly segue into the Colby Sapp at IndyCarTim Sports Report.
Jesus Christ. How do we go from that to sports? We need to change this up a little bit.
I mean, we can. It's our show.
Are we allowed to do that?
I think so.
Wait, I have to go back to Facebook and check things. So, Colby, everybody likes when we talk Cowboys, right? Dallas Cowboys. Doesn't even matter what season it is.
That's what we hear.
But everybody likes when we talk Dallas Cowboys, even at this point of the offseason when they're on summer break. Training camp doesn't start for another couple of weeks. The NFL's in a dead period unless you're following their legal troubles. And NFL Sunday Ticket, that's ongoing. But at the forefront of many Dallas Cowboys fans' minds here in the offseason are Dak Prescott.
Yep.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yes.
And Micah Parsons. I want to talk about Dak Prescott first. Because, look, we went through this. I feel like we just went through this with Dak Prescott, right? In his contract. I feel like this was yesterday that he was holding out. And the argument was pay Dak. Don't pay Dak. Let him go. Sign him. Like, literally, it was 4 years ago now, right?
Right.
And at the time, I was on team pay Dak because he hadn't given me a reason to not think that you shouldn't pay him. When you looked at the options that were out there and who's going to be, well, nobody's going to be better. I still at the time thought he could win a Super Bowl. And I was on team Dak. Big Red wasn't. Big Red was like, nope, don't give him the money. And at the time we were talking $40 million a year, right? And I'm like, dude, I don't care. Whatever the market is, just pay him. He's your guy. He's shown you he's the guy. Well, here we are 4 years later, Colby. And he's in the final year of his deal. And I feel like, once again, Cowboys fans are split. Do you want to keep him? Has he shown you anything more since the first go-around? For those of you that thought he was the guy 4 years ago for $40 million, do you think he's going to be the guy again now? He's over 30. He's not the young quarterback anymore. He's got the injury history now. Except now the price tag is going to be $60 million a year.
Okay.
So the question is, and I hate the way this is being phrased when they say this, like everybody's, all the national media outlets, talk show, everybody says, like they'll pose the question, is Dak worth $60 million a year? Well, the easy answer to that is no. Nobody is worth $60 million a year. Dak is not worth $20 million a year. No football player is worth $20 million a year, okay? Worth has nothing to do with what we're discussing.
Right.
What we're discussing is market value, right? So if you think Dak is the guy, you cannot put a price tag on it. You can't say, well, yeah, I think he's the guy, but not for more than $50 million or more than $40 million. You can't do that because that's not reality in the NFL. If you think Dak is the guy, then you have to know that he's the guy at market value, which today is $60 million. So, Colby, let me ask you, and then I'll tell you where I stand. You think Dak should be signed, and it will probably be a 3-year deal for $60 million a year, or around whatever the number is around that?
I know a lot of people are in the boat of they're just ready for a change. And I know that when the end of the season rolls around, I'll say I'm ready for a change.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at this and looking at the miraculous way this past couple of quarterbacks that we've had where we've magically pulled that out with no lot of plan going into it. It just happened. And who's to say that's going to happen again?
Right.
So you go look at the list of quarterbacks that are out there, and I'm not talking about Patrick Mahomes and well, I think that's really about it. Maybe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
But you go look at every other quarterback in this league besides those.
There's question marks.
There's question marks around all of them.
I mean, there's question marks on Burrow in Cincinnati. He didn't win a Super Bowl yet.
Right, because of injuries and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, you go look at them all. Everybody that at the quarterback position, and you really start to think about it as far as where Dak ranks. It's up there.
Yeah.
It's up there with all of them. Like, you've got Patrick Mahomes right now, and I think then, I mean, maybe Brock Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. And then everybody else. And Dak's going to be at the top of the list of everybody else. Like what? Jordan Love? He's up and coming.
Yep. I'm a big Jordan Love fan.
So when you look at that, you go, crap. This is what we've got.
Yeah.
So because that's what we got, and you start looking at numbers, and playoff success sucks.
Right.
It does. But you start breaking down and just look at the numbers, and then look with your own eyes. We get upset when he throws like 1 or 2 picks.
Right.
Right. And that might be in like back-to-back games to where he's like, there's a pick and there may be 2.
Right.
You go watch other people's quarterbacks, see what they're, and it's not as good.
How much worse it is. Right.
Yeah. So, yes. Pain. That's where I'm at. Pain.
So I'm, like I already said, back in the first go around here, I was 100% pay Dak.
Right.
And you know that I've been very critical of Dak since his injury, right? Because I feel like he's not the same quarterback, which is weird. Like, his game has changed. I get immediately after that, he didn't run as much. I don't know if this is a matter of the Cowboys taking his running game out of their offense or what the situation is. He doesn't run as much, which I feel like was one of his strengths when he came into the league. Maybe not effectiveness, but he was a threat to run, and that affected the defense.
Right.
And, I've been really critical of Dak.
Yep.
When he did not perform well, and I've praised him when he does, right? But I feel at the times that he does not perform well, he's just outright bad. Like, he's either great or he's terrible. Like, I don't feel like he has just average games anymore. That said, you got to keep him. Unless you are ready for a complete teardown and rebuild, and you're ready for 5 years of 3 and 4 win seasons here in Dallas, which I don't think anyone is, and I don't think Jerry's ready for that.
Right.
He is your best option. Unless they are completely hiding Trey Lance from us, and he's the second coming of Danny White, then I'd go for Trey Lance, because Danny White's the greatest Cowboys quarterback ever.
Oh, God. Stop it.
But, dude, the grass is not greener on the other team. Unless you're going to get Patrick Mahomes, I can't think of another quarterback right now that I would trade for Dak. Like, any of them. I don't want Tua over Dak. I don't want Lamar Jackson over Dak. I don't want Joe Burrow over Dak right now. Mahomes.
Right.
Herbert. I love Herbert. I don't want him over Dak. I'm a huge Jordan Love fan. I think Jordan Love will be the best quarterback ultimately out of that draft class that included Herbert and Tua. I don't want Jordan Love over Dak. I want Dak to be the guy. I want him to just play. And I know he's getting older. Jerry's not doing him any favors with who he's brought in to coordinate the offense, I don't think. You let Kellen Moore run things for a while, then you let Mike McCarthy run things, and Brian Schottenheimer's supposed to have a say. I don't know who the hell runs the offense anymore.
Nobody does.
I don't know if the Cowboys know who runs the offense. I'm not putting that on Dak. I think Dak has the physical skills. He has the tools. Clearly, he has the mental capacity to be successful, because he's successful more times than he's not. Is his failures in the postseason on him? A little. Is it entirely on him? Nope. He played well enough to beat Green Bay last year.
I mean, yeah, if the
He
defense
scored 41 points?
Yeah, if the defense didn't do the thing that they did. But
the defense allowed 49.
Right.
All right, that's not on Dak. So, look, and I've been critical. You probably didn't expect me to come in saying that.
No, I didn't.
But no, dude. But when he fucks up, I'm going to call him out on it on the show.
That's right, you should.
But right now, this is not on him. He deserves to stay here and at least try to finish what he started. I think Dak needs to be a Cowboy quarterback for his whole career. And when he's 35, here in 5 years, whatever contract you want to give him, reevaluate it. And then, you need to at some point, and if you sign him to a 3-year deal, I think he'll get a 4 or a 3-year with a team option, whatever you want to give him. Sometime in that next 3 years, they will draft a guy that Dak knows will be his ultimate replacement.
Right.
And that's okay. It's what happens. It's a business. So, again, is he worth $60 million? Hell's to the no. No one is. Is that what you got to pay him if you want to keep him? Yeah, then quit bitching about it and just say, yeah, he's my guy. I want him here. And we're not paying the money. It's not our money.
It's not coming out of our pocket. It is going to affect your salary cap and all of that, but quarterback's what makes everything go in this league. If you want to go try without Dak Prescott and you think you can do better with Trey Lance or I don't name said rent a QB.
Right.
You think you're going to do better with them than Dak this upcoming season? You're wrong. Or the season after that, you're wrong.
Yeah.
So you lucked into Tony Romo. You were a failed drug test away from not getting him. You picked Dak up in the 4th round. They picked Paxton Lynch away from having that instead.
If Paxton Lynch was there, that's who Jerry wanted.
Exactly right. So I can't trust this Cowboys team. Yeah. Do I trust Will McClay? Yes.
Yeah.
But as soon as the term quarterback comes into play, Jerry's going to jump in with both feet and want to pick. And besides that Troy Aikman guy, when he was in charge, that's when you had Drew Henson, Chutch,
Chutch,
Quincy, That's it. Ryan Leaf, give him a shot.
By the way, thank you, Quincy Carter, for
Yep.
doing drugs and failing the drug test that got you cut that allowed Tony Romo to make the roster.
So just know that that's what we're looking at, and that's the reason why and Tim has his reasons too, reason why I'm saying pay Dak. And it's not because I don't see the warts. I do, but I also watch a ton of football, and I know you guys do too, but man, there's some not good quarterback play that's out there. It happens with every single team.
And we see it across the NFL.
Yep.
When we're not watching Cowboys games and we got to go watch Raiders games,
Right.
Giants games,
Gross.
future Hall of Famer.
No.
When you got to watch the Carolina Panthers with their number 1 pick struggle to a 2-win season next year. The Saints, who are still trying to replace Hall of Famer Drew Brees with Derek Carr, who I thought was a good quarterback. I never had a problem with Derek Carr. But, dude, he ain't making it in New Orleans. Then you had, you're up there in Cleveland. Look what they gave up for Deshaun Watson. He's played, Colby, in 2 years, and he's been with Cleveland. He's played 12 games.
Doesn't seem like enough.
12 games. You know how many good performances that he's had on the field in those 12 games? 0.
I was going to go 1.5.
0. And he's been hurt more than he's been on the field.
Well,
And you paid 5 years, $230 fully guaranteed $1 million for him.
Yep.
And he's untradeable. You can't trade him.
Nope.
Poor Cleveland. They're going to Cleveland. Like you say, Cleveland's going to Cleveland.
Cleveland's going to Cleveland.
So, yeah, when you look around the league and see what else is out there, just appreciate Dak. Just look at the big picture, all right? Will he win a Super Bowl while he's here? I don't know. But I feel better about our chances than if he's not here. And I'm sticking to it.
Damn right.
So, booyah. I don't think Colby expected me to go that route here.
I did not.
All right, what's next, Colby?
All right, well, coming up next, it's time for the good, bad, and ugly, where we go through all the people that were born today and decide things about them, and also the list. It's anime, and we're going to talk about it. That's all coming up next on the Colby, Sapp, and IndyCarTim show.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about turf life. You've seen the hats on our heads. You've been or seen the video of the studio. You've seen that the decals are all over the place. Turf life. Man, it's the brand that salutes the consumer and industry players everywhere whose lives involve turf. What does that mean? That means if you play or have a business or, maybe you're a sports educator, you're going to be on turf at some point. So you live the turf life. So go ahead and tell everybody you live the turf life by having your turf life window decal or, the hat or the keychain or the something. Along that lines, just go to turflifeclub.com and become a turf head. That's what it's called when you live the turf life. You're now a turf head. And you can go join the club today, snag that window decal, or snag any other special Turf Life accessories and go over there to that website, which is turflifeclub.com, and get your stuff and show everybody that, man, I'm all about that turf life. And then you just kind of raise your coffee mug at them and go, yeah, turf life, baby. That's what it's about. And then that's the end of the commercial. Ding. That means it's done in microwave talk.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, getstarpower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby, Sapp, and IndyCarTim show right here on FanStream Sports. It is a Wednesday, my dudes. It is hump day as we enjoy some Simon and Simon. My favorite shows from the 80s, Colby. I love me some 80s cop shows.
It was up there, but it didn't crack my top three. That's
No?
for sure.
Like of cop shows or just 80s shows? I mean, I know your top 80s shows was A-Team, Airwolf. What was the other one?
It was Knight Rider.
Knight Rider. Dun it, dun it, dun it. But like as far as like 80s cop shows, we've talked about this before. I watch a lot of 70s cop shows. Like Ironside's one of my favorites. I liked Mannix, Rockford Files.
Mm-hmm.
And then going into the 80s, I was obviously a big fan of Simon and Simon. I feel like I put the A-Team maybe up there with cop shows, kind of like it was kind of crime solving, right? Yeah, dude, Simon and Simon had some humor to it. Had a great theme song. Magnum PI.
Magnum Pie. Yeah.
Obviously up there with Magnum 3.1444444.
Uh-huh.
Get it?
Yes.
Okay, good. I thought I was on my own there.
Internets.
Colby, it's happy birthday to somebody.
It is.
And we're about to find out who.
It is time for the good, the bad, and the ugly as we go through, I went through all the people that were born today, and I made a list of the people that I think are famous enough to make my list, and I'll offer them up to you guys along with me and Tim as we decide independently who we think the good person, the bad person, and the ugly person is. People. Starting off today, turning 64 years old, it is Roger Craig.
Former Niner.
And
Seahawk?
Raider?
Raider, I think you're right. Thinking of Jerry Rice, right? He was a Seahawk, a Raider, and a 40-winer.
And also a Denver Bronco.
Jerry Rice?
Uh-huh.
No. I'm going to say no. I'll look it up.
You look it up.
I'm going to say no. Roger Craig was a badass on most 80s football video games.
He was.
Colby, Jerry Rice. Did you say today's his birth? Oh, no. Roger Craig. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, now the beer's starting to hit me. Played for... Holy crap, dude. Well done, sir. Although, here's a caveat. Okay, look. San Francisco, 85 to 2000. Raiders, 01 to 04. Seahawks, 04. Broncos, 05. But he did not make the roster. He was only on their preseason roster. He didn't play for him that year.
I just remember him in a Broncos
and
uniform.
I have zero recollection of that. That had to have been terrible.
I love this guy as an actor. But every time that unless somebody's said his name right before I have to pronounce it, I'm not going to get it right.
Uh-oh.
But it's Chiwetel Ejiofor. He's 47.
Okay, I'm just writing down letters. He's how old?
47. He's a great actor.
And I would know his fine work from where? I can't even spell it.
Doctor Strange.
Is that Chiwetel's also a Pokemon? Apparently, that's what I'm getting Pokemons when I type Chiwetel.
CHIWETEL.
I know I found him. Yeah, I have no idea who that person is. I've never seen him in my life. He was in Venom, Last Dance, or will be.
Yes,
I guess, right? He was in 2012 with John Cusack. He was in The Martian, Four Brothers, and a movie in 2005 that I want to see now called Kinky Boots. So there you go. Never heard of him.
They also left out that he was in Serenity. And again, he was in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's on here. That was what, 16? Yeah, 2016. Huh. Now I've seen Serendipity. I don't know what Serenity is.
I've told you had to see that movie multiple times. Fred Gwynn passed away in 1993.
Colby. Herman Munster.
Yep.
And the judge on My Cousin Vinny. You see My Cousin Vinny?
That part, most of the parts that had.
What is a Ute?
I never watched the whole movie through.
But the part where Marissa Tomei's doing the car thing
Yes.
on the stand?
Yes.
That is so hot, right?
Well, she's so hot.
Oh, my God. Have you heard because she won an Oscar for that, right?
Right.
Have you heard the conspiracy behind this?
No.
That she didn't win the Oscar? Do you know who Jack Palance is? The old actor. He's an old actor.
Yes. City Slickers.
Right. So Jack Palance was the presenting that award that year for whatever best actor, whatever what she won. The rumors are that he was completely drunk when he went out there to offer it. And I've seen video, and this isn't far from the truth. He couldn't read the name on the card, but he remembered she was nominated. And he just said her name.
That's amazing.
Like that, to me, that'd be even a bigger win, right? That Jack Palance remembered my name.
Right.
And just said it. Like, whatever the reason, she won the award.
That's amazing. And also, I totally agree.
So hot, dude.
The Hawk turned 70 years old today.
Which Hawk? Ethan Hawke?
Andre Dawson.
Oh. He was called the Hawk?
Yes.
I don't know that I knew that.
Wait, how did you not
He is
know that?
70?
Yeah, how did you not know that, baseball, Tim?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, National League guy. I don't know. Huh. The Hawk. I thought you were talking about Avery Brooks because he played Hawk on TV in the 90s or whatever it was.
I'm turning 35 years old today. No, not that one. No, not that one either. Yeah, that one. Will Smith.
Former Saint.
No. Baseball.
Baseball player. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it wasn't the other one.
Right.
Or the other one. All right. Will Smith. Baseball been very good to me.
Turning 44 years old today. Something bumped up underneath my undercarriage. Jessica Simpson.
Colby. Look, we've talked about her a lot on this show.
Yes.
But I feel like not enough. I just wrote Jessica Smith.
What are you doing?
It's probably hot too, whoever that is. Dude, because I told you I went back and I watched that movie with Eli, with my boy Eli, right? Because he was asking about it. Dude, it had been a while since I watched it. And Jessica, I almost said Smith. Jessica Simpson. Oh, I know, because I know Jessica and Kenny. That's Jessica Smith. She doesn't look like that anymore. Obviously, not faulting her, but
right.
I hadn't seen her like that in a long time. And dude, I about dropped my pants when I was watching that movie again. Yeah, because there might not have been a more attractive, more perfect human body in the history of the world than Jessica Simpson in Dukes of Hazzard.
There may not have been.
Like the Southern accent, all of it went together perfectly. The Daisy Dukes, the freaking top tied, and oh my God, dude. Huh.
It's one of the best. One of the best. So yeah, she's all right to let things go now, man.
Colby Tyler says the Twin Rivers gang says hi.
What up, Tyler? They're probably in a bar getting drunk, slapping each other.
Then our buddy Lee, who's been commenting the whole show, I haven't been able to put all of his stuff up here. He approves of the Jessica Simpson Dukes of Hazzard. Me too.
Antonio Brown turned 36 years old today.
He's done, right?
I mean, he's 36.
He just ain't all there anymore. I feel like that's a bunch of CTE going on.
I think so too, but I wouldn't rule out a swim through the USXFL if he just really wanted to play.
Well, he owns like an arena team now.
Yeah, he can go out there and play them
Why
too.
ain't he just playing for them?
Nikola Tesla passed away in 1943.
Colby, without Nikola Tesla, he didn't invent the electric car.
No.
He literally invented electricity. Stop giving credit to Edison. Edison invented direct current electricity,
Yes.
which is what you have in your car. Direct current electricity never would have worked in a lands like this, in cities. All right. It would not work. Tesla perfected alternating current, which is what we have in our homes with transformer stations, which regulate the amount of the electricity that comes to our homes from the power stations.
Right.
Y'all need a lesson on how this works.
No.
Tesla is the man we should thank for electricity, not Edison.
Yes.
I mean, Edison did other things that were great, but don't give him credit for electricity.
No. But do give them both credit combined as they helped make an Australian rock band.
Good day, mate.
That's right. Isabella Merced is 23 years old today.
Okay, I don't know her, but she's got a hot name.
And you're about to Google her.
Oh, I'll Google the crap out of her, apparently.
Wow.
Isabella Rossellini.
No, Isabella Merced.
Oh, it says she's American. Oh,
She's
hi.
She's from the Cleveland.
Hi, Isabella. How you doing?
Yep.
Dude, where has she been all my, the last 2 years since she's been legal?
And 52 years old today, Sofia Vergara.
All right, look, we've talked about her before, right?
Yeah.
She is smoking hot, especially for her age.
Yep.
As soon as she opens her mouth, I am out. So far out.
Oh no, I'm even farther in. Giggity.
Careful. No, dude, I can't. Look, there's some accents I like. I don't like many accents. I don't like hardly any accents.
There's not many accents I don't like.
But that broken E. Now, she just spoke Spanish or whatever language she speaks. I don't know what language she speaks. Is it Spanish? Is it Portuguese? Like, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
If she just spoke that language, like, it would be more attractive to me. But when the broken English crap,
Oh no, man, no.
I can't, dude.
No,
I cannot.
I'm crawling over things to get there.
We will never fight over a woman.
No, that's true.
But you know, Modern Family, of course, one of my favorite shows. I still watch it every day. That Bob's Burgers. I wonder if there's Modern Family porn. I found Bob's Burgers porn.
Hi, we're here. I don't know how we got here.
But no, she's smoking hot, especially for her age. Yeah, there's no question about that. Colby, celebrating Facebook birthdays today. By the way, if you guys listening would like your name to be shouted out for our birthday segment, you don't get to be one of our good, bad, or uglies, but you'll get your name shouted out. Just friend me on Facebook because that's kind of how it works.
Yep.
It's what I do, yo. And we have a few today because Colby's celebrating. Oh my God, come on, Facebook. Ashley Mathis.
Math is hard.
She's a Facebook hot. Happy birthday to you. Lizzie Ladart Bergman.
Your name's too long.
No, but she's hot, so she can do whatever she wants. Colby, you'll giggle at this name. She's 51 today. Misty Parrott.
What?
Happy birthday to Misty Parrott. Colby, dear friend of mine. who I may or may not have diddled at one point.
Uh-oh.
You know who you are, Elisa. Elisa Rogic. She's Bosnian, and she does have an accent.
And you're okay with it?
Oh, I was okay with it for about 3.5 minutes one time. Also, Colby, celebrating birthday today. My good friend that I've known since fifth grade, at least sixth grade, maybe fifth grade. He was my locker partner.
Gross.
At Marcus, our freshman year in 1986, as Marcus High School was in its second year of existence. And it was only a 2-year school, freshmen and sophomores. We were freshmen, and held some 2,800 students because of the growth, in the area. 2-year school. So we had lockers assigned to all of us. It was 6 people to a locker.
It's too many.
You can imagine that. And Locker was one of my Walter mates.
All right, then. What's up?
Walter was one of my locker mates, and we, of course, stayed friends through going back to the colony and, all that good crap. He's a good Aggie.
Sure his name's not Jake?
Jake Lemaire.
No, Jake Locker.
Or Foot.
Mm-hmm.
His brother Foot. So happy birthday to you, Walter. I hope you're having a good Aggie birthday wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Colby, my good and my bad and my fugly. So the bad is fairly easy here. It's Antonio Brown.
Okay. Because former Steeler.
Yeah, I just kind of feel like he's a bad dude. I mean, maybe not his fault, but he's still a bad dude. My good, man, God, could be, geez. Do I go science or do I go chick?
It's up to you.
Because I got 2 chicks here that are pretty good, and a science that's pretty good. You know what? I can't. Jessica Simpson's my good.
All right, then.
Even now.
Chicken of the sea.
Poor Nick Lachey had to put up with that. Wasn't he Backstreet Boys or 98 Degrees?
That one.
Was it that one?
Yeah.
Colby, my ugly. I mean, again, it's kind of a no-brainer here. It's Fred Gwynn.
Yeah, that's that. I already had that marked.
Like, he was awesome. I loved him in everything he ever did, which I know of 2 things. But he's my ugly.
The only 2 things you have to know, Tim.
Dude, because you know, he was really, in real life, he was like 6'8".
Yes.
Like, he was a tall guy anyway with the Herman Munster boots on.
All right, so good. I'm going to go with. There's 3 here that I want to go with.
Right? There was for me too. Probably a different 3 though, maybe. Wait, give me your 3.
Sofia Vergara.
Okay, we're different.
Jessica Simpson.
Okay.
And Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Really?
Yes.
You don't have Isabella Merced or Nikola Tesla in your goods?
No.
So that was my 3. Jessica, Isabella, and Nikola. Those are my 3.
And since you already gave Jessica the nod,
okay,
I'm going to go ahead and go because brown coats unite. I'm going to go with Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Tyler, it's Addie's, or Colby Tyler says it's Addie's 6th birthday today.
Oh,
he spent it at Disney.
Well, then there you go. Happy birthday, Addie.
Happy birthday, Addie, at Disney. Very nice.
You know what? Well, that wouldn't have been on Facebook. Yeah, I probably should have looked at Facebook. Probably somebody shouted that out at some point.
Wow.
My bad, T. What's up?
Wow.
And my ugly, it's Munster.
Herman Munster and Judge Fred Gwynn. What is a Ute? What, these 2 Utes?
So there you go. There is your good, bad, and your ugly. And right now, we're going to get into a little bit of fun. Not as fun as the next segment and the segment after that.
But a little bit of fun.
We're going to get into a little bit of fun as Tim is going to annoy me with a ranker list, and I'm going to get kindly pissed off unless they did it right. Well, and that's why we do these lists, Colby. That's right now.
is for you to judge. As Colby, I have the 13 best anime ranked
Via the ranker.
wanker.orgasm.
Oh, dear.
So let's go backwards, as we often do.
Yep.
And look, for those that don't know, I'm not a fan of anime. I don't watch anime. I don't really understand what anime is. My understanding was that it's just cartoons from Japan, but apparently it's an animation style.
Okay, it's a little bit of that. There's different styles of anime.
Okay. But I don't like any of them. And then somebody tried to tell me my favorite cartoons from the 70s, Star Blazers and Battle of the Planets, if they came out today, would be considered anime.
Those are anime.
Shut up.
No, they are.
I don't believe you.
They are.
There's no.
Voltron, anime.
No.
Yes.
That word didn't exist back then.
No, but that's where they came from.
But they're not anime because anime didn't exist.
No, but they were not originally drawn in America.
Okay, so
they came from Japan.
I disagree.
It's Japanese cartoons that
disagree.
they overdubbed with English language.
I disagree.
No, it's not. It's nothing to disagree with. It was a thing.
Disagree, Colby. I don't like anime. Therefore, if I like Star Blazers and Battle of the Planets,
you like anime.
They're not anime.
You like anime.
I like Aunt May. I mean, a couple of them.
I could find you some anime that you would watch and be like, "Oh, this is good."
So for a long time, I thought anime was Japanese cartoon porn.
No, that's hentai.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to Google hentai later.
Okay.
On Pornhub. Colby, at number 13, and I'm hoping you know these because, again, I haven't heard of most of these. From the New World.
From the New World.
Are you familiar with this? It takes a superhuman playground of Avatar: The Last Airbender, takes it in a dramatic and thought-provoking direction. It's a series about a young girl named Shinasaka Yori, who's just awakened her psychic powers.
You know what? That's not even in any of my picks. So no,
all right.
I am unaware of them. I am actually got my Crunchyroll pulled up right now, which
Very
is
nice.
Just in case.
How about at number 12? I can already tell this is going to be a miserable failure. Nadia, The Secret of Blue Water.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
Do you know it?
I know it. I'm
Okay.
just out.
Now, as I see the photo here, like the animation on that looks a little different than some of the traditional anime that I see.
Yeah, no. Well, there's probably about, for the most part, like 5 to 6 different styles. Besides even just you get the really cheap ones that have the really bad CGI that's in it. But yeah, no, for the most part, I mean, the animation style is not bad. I need a lot more aspects than what that gives.
Okay. How about at number 11, something called FLCL?
Fooly Cooly.
All right.
Not bad. So. If you're a fan of most trigger animes, then you'll be a fan of this one.
Colby, I'm a fan of Jaeger shots.
Yeah, there you go.
And while you describe the next one, I'm going to do this Jaeger shot. It is at number 10. I kind of like the title. The little chick on it, she's kind of cute. It's called A Certain Scientific Railgun.
It's not on my list, Tim.
Uh-oh.
Not on any of my lists.
I'm sorry, cute Japanese ponytail girl.
Maybe it should be, but
you fail. You know what? I should have taken these photos that they have here and put them on the screen. You might have recognized them. Colby, at number 9, it's supposed to be a little more thought-provoking than Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's called Kino's Journey.
Where are they getting these? I'm actually now just going through the most popular.
Yeah.
On Crunchy, and
none of these are on it.
None of those are on it.
How about One Piece?
Finally.
At number 8.
That one, which has, I don't know, like 14 or 17 seasons of it or something like that to rattle through. And it's a pirate anime that also, if you eat the fruit that's there, you get superpowers. But if you get if you eat the gum fruit, you can't swim and you're a pirate.
Colby, I just looked at my text messages because I can do it on the computer here because my phone's tied up with TikTok.
Yeah.
I've got like 5 messages from girls that are just like, really? Jessica Simpson?
What?
What?
No, ladies. You go look at that Dukes of Hazzard movie and say and tell us what.
Yeah. Yes, I stand by it. 100%. Look, you're cute too in your own right, you. And the other you, and especially that you. Y'all are all gorgeous. But Jessica Simpson's Jessica Simpson, okay? Colby at number 7, and I love you all. Just all anime teenage girls have huge jugs?
Yes.
I gotta start watching anime. Maybe I should start watching hentai. Colby, the 7 deadly sins.
That is a very good one. I'm in One Piece now, and that one, yes. So your 7 deadly sins are these giant sin monsters. You're fighting them. That's pretty much the explanation of it.
Gotcha. Very good. How about at number 6, or as Sofia Vergara would say, sex. It's called Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale is on my list to get to. It is not on that I know anything about, but it is on my list.
You keep saying Crunchyroll. What is? I feel like I'm having sushi for dinner.
Crunchyroll. It's
Is that like a streaming service or something?
yeah, it's Netflix for anime.
Oh, okay.
It's so basically nearly every anime is
on
here
that platform.
On this. Yeah.
You have to pay for it.
Yes.
Okay. Colby at number 5. Let's see. Gives a liberal, adventurous interpretation of Asian history with modern day hip hop. It's called Samurai Champloo.
That is amazing.
What, did I said it right, or the show is amazing?
The show is amazing.
Okay, good.
The show is amazing. I mean, you know what? I could go and
We have time if you want to discuss it.
I no, because if you know it, then you're like, yeah, no, that's really amazing. If you're not an anime fan, then
so the animation that I'm looking at least on this still that they have representing the show, doesn't look like traditional anime to me. Like the characters are more proportionately defined.
Okay.
And it actually looks more like Boondock Saints animation to me.
Which is actually an anime style.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. Man, I'm smart. I should do an anime podcast. Colby at number 4. Morabito, Guardian of the Spirit.
No, I'm out.
It's just bad.
It doesn't interest me.
So this says fans of Floclo or whatever you called it.
Fooly Cooly.
FLCL also upvoted this one.
Which, cool.
But not you, huh?
Not me.
So the number 3, based on the animation I'm looking at, the still photo, I might be into this, and I have no idea what it's about. It's called Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic.
Not on my list, even though I've heard about that. I've heard about it, but it's not on my list.
Okay, but you know it exists.
I know it exists.
So at number 2, we have one with a year designation. So this they must have multiple versions of this. This is from 2011. It's called Hunter x Hunter.
That is Blaze, my daughter. That's one of her favorites. It's probably in her top 3. And she's trying to con me into starting it. But it's one of those series. It's It's a longer series,
Yeah.
and it's kind of older. And so when you're used to the newer anime, it's like
It's different.
You got to sit through it a little bit. in
Yeah.
order for it to, so
By the way, speaking of 80s cop shows, Hunter.
okay, yeah.
Love me some Hunter. Fred Dryer.
Yes, you almost said Durst.
Almost said Fred Durst.
Mm.
Who's Fred Durst?
Limp-
How do I know that name?
Limp Bizkit lead singer.
Oh, the
That's Korn.
that guy. No, that was Fred Gwynn Durst. Colby, number one, and I've heard of this. I see it all the time on probably Cartoon Network, whatever Adult Swim is. But I've never watched it. It's got a really cool name, but I don't know that I could commit to watching it. Full Metal Alchemist. Colby throws his face in his hands.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Full Metal Alchemist is good and it deserves to be on this list. Number one. What are we doing?
Look, I didn't make the list. Okay, so tell me what Avatar: The Last Airbender is, because a lot of these reference that show, but it's not on the list. Is that not anime?
That's a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Okay, I mean the animation that I'm looking at, because I looked it up, doesn't look like anime to me.
It's a one of those that everybody got like. Okay, they made a list of anime, and give me a second here. They made a list of anime, and they included One Piece in there, which is a really good one. And this is somehow the top animes, and I'm glad they threw in Hunter x Hunter. Dragon Ball Z isn't in there. Like Naruto is not in there.
Wait, Dragon Ball Z is anime?
Yes. One Punch Man isn't in this list. What are we doing? Who made this list?
It's Ranker.
Full Metal deserves to be in there.
People voted for them.
I like Fully Cooley, but Demon Slayer's not in there. I love Chainsaw Man, but that's not in there. My Hero Academia's not in there. RE Monster's not in there. Hold on. I Was Reincarnated by a Slime's not in there.
That's the name of a show.
Kaiju number 8's not in there.
I feel like you're just putting words together now.
No, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not. What are we doing?
I don't know. I thought it would be interesting because of anime.
It's a dumb list. There was not a single Gundam.
That's anime?
Yes.
See, I don't think that's anime.
No, that's anime.
Because I've seen that.
Gundam's amazing.
Oh, that's not anime, though.
It is.
It can be a Japanese-based cartoon without being anime.
No, that's literally what that is. That's literally what that is.
Look up the definition of anime. You're at a loss.
Yeah.
Okay. The definition here that I'm looking at, according to Oxford's dictionary, whoever Oxford is, says it is a style of Japanese film and television animation, especially aimed at adults. So it doesn't say every Japanese animation is anime. It's a certain style.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure's not in there. Sword Art Online's not in there. Lupin the Third's not. You guys, you know what? This list is shite.
I love when I get Colby riled up with a list.
I
did not anticipate this doing that, but
yeah, because all of them that they mentioned, some of them deserve to be in there, but a lot of them, if you're doing the all-time animes, and you're not going to put the all-time classic up there at the fucking top.
Maybe your all-times aren't anime.
Okay, sure.
Dude, the last time I got Colby this riled up was when we were doing DAC Talk a few months ago.
This is fucking irritating. I mean, I was all prepared, and this is going to give enough time because we're just going to rattle through these, and I was be like, by the way, this is the animes that I'm watching that I think is really cool.
All right, so what's your top, however many you have listed there? What's your favorites?
I've got favorites right now.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So what are they?
Well, I still like My Hero Academia.
Okay.
That's a favorite, but there's one I'm watching that's on Hulu that's called what is it called? Go Loser Ranger.
So that sounds intriguing.
So it's like Power Rangers. Oh my God. But the Power Rangers, the bad guys and
I
the
like
good
that.
guys is, like the guys that would come down with the evil people from on Power Rangers.
Right.
He's one of those guys. And he's just pissed that he keeps getting his ass kicked. And he wants to finally win. So it's like his view of trying to finally win against these corrupt Power Rangers. It's really cool.
Sounds intriguing.
So there's that one. Of course, One Punch Man. One Punch Man will always be cool.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so
Sounds like I'll tell you what. That sounds like a Marvel villain that would have been on our list from a couple of weeks ago.
So One Punch Man, let me break this down to you. All right, it's a world of heroes, right? And you've got your class rankings of heroes. You've got your B class heroes, your A class, then you have your S class,
Right.
That are the super big, awesome people, right? Well, one day this one guy's like, you know what? I'm going to start working out because he's tired of, working as whatever he was working as. And
Right.
He gets in a fight with like this low class villain and he barely wins to save this kid. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to start working out. So he does. And he ends up becoming the most powerful human being on the planet
Wow.
because of sit-ups and push-ups. Right? So we're like, now when he like punches something, it just explodes. Well, the whole thing is him kind of being kind of pissed.
Yeah.
Because every time he punches like the big bad guy that takes forever to go, and then I'm going to steal your soul and I'm going to rip this out of you, and blah, blah, blah. And he's just going on this rant about how he's going to destroy the whole world. And he just walks up and goes, and he just dies. And he's so mad because all he wants is a fight.
Been there.
So the whole, and it's funny, but it's also, it's a little bit like gory, but not too gory for you, because people do explode when he punches them.
Been there too.
But yeah, man, he's just okay. I guess I'll come fight you now. He's so, and all the bad guys are just like super built up bad guys. He's like, fine, I'll fight. It's just
Sounds like Colby.
it's great. So, but the ultimate
Wow.
anime in my book has always been, and there's a Lego version. I love Voltron.
There's
Always
a Lego
loved
Voltron. I haven't seen that.
it. It's in there. It's
Oh, I thought you meant like a show.
yeah.
Lego
no.
Voltron.
So
Hey, you got to fix Voltron's arm
I do at some point.
so I can put it back up on the desk here. I'll put it on camera.
Well, another one I'm watching is Kaiju number 8. So Kaiju, Godzilla monsters, right?
Okay, right,
big
right.
monsters. So he ends up being infected by like the Kaiju, but he's still like a human being, and so like he spends the whole time just it's got comedic relief in it, but he spends the whole time trying to hide the fact that he's also a monster
Right.
while he's with the army of people that are fighting the monsters.
It's like my second ex-wife.
So yeah, there you go. There's anime talk.
Wow. That's amazeballs.
So coming up next, we have the Crapolite recap, and then we're going to get into the greatest story that News and Notes has had probably this year, according to Tim. And then I have more news and notes after that. So fun times, good times after we kick the dead horse that is the Crapolite, and that's all coming up on the Colby, Sapp, and IndyCarTim show.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the perfect temperature, and ensure your home is secure, all from the palm of your hand. Star Power has the experts that will transform your house into a secure, smart home. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Get started at GetStarPower.com. Star Power, where innovation meets home.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, grip it, and sip it. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com. Hey listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby, Sapp, and IndyCarTim show. I'm IndyCarTim. That is Colby Sapp. We're coming at you on a Wednesday, talking literally all of the gibberish.
We are, by the way. Daughter said she would disown me if I didn't say Attack on Titan. Excuse me, the kamikaze burp. Attack on Titan and
Jaeger shot?
And Jujutsu Kaisen. So there you go.
All right, well, there we
I
go.
said them.
You said them. I don't know what any of those words mean, but you said them.
I did.
We're having fun here, literally giving you all the gibberish and nonsense that we possibly can. But just when you thought that's it,
yeah,
you're about to get some more, even with visual aids. Colby offered me this story, and he said, pull some of these pictures. I'm going to do this on News and Notes. So I'm literally scrambling between shows because I do another show right before I do this one. And I get like 30 minutes of prep time for this show. And as I'm pulling the story and I'm going through the photos and reading part of the story, I'm giggling, and I said, no, this is not going to be a normal News and Notes story, Colby. It needs its own segment.
it does. Were we going to do the Crapolite recap first?
Do we have time?
I think we've got time.
You want to, don't you?
I really do.
All right. So we'll get to Colby's ridiculous extended News and Notes coming up. But first, episode 7 of The Acolyte came out yesterday. I watched it today at lunchtime. And you had already sent me a text.
Yep.
Because I guess you watched it yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, I will admit, I didn't know what most of your text meant because it was in such Colby talk that I couldn't really decipher some of it. But I knew it was negative. Like, that's all I could tell. So I watched it, like I have most of the Acolyte shows, expecting to be disappointed. You know, and there, of course, yes. Is this a great series? No, it's not a great series. Are there flaws? There are so many flaws that we don't have time to talk about them on a 2-hour show.
Right.
We could go episode by episode for like 2 hours at a time and bring out the flaws in the series, in the production, in the script, in the character development. Like it's bad. I will tell you, Colby, I have yet to be disappointed in entertainment value. I have been entertained. I'm following this thing. You were hate watching it.
Yeah.
I'm not hate watching it. I'm watching it because now I want to know. Like, I want to know, is all of this just literally this bad?
Uh-huh.
Or is there going to be some sort of redemption at the end where they were just fooling us this whole time and none of any of this is what it seems? And there's, the final episode is going to be this huge reveal and it will answer all of these questions. And the whole time we'll be thinking like, God, I was really dumb for thinking this. Okay. I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
That's what I'm hoping for.
No.
But I did not have a problem with any of episode 7. Like, based on the rest of the series, right? Of the other episodes, it's about what I figured it would be.
Okay. You know what? I have a problem. I have a lot of problems with episode 7. And I'm going to try and go through them. Number 1, and by the way, spoiler alert, I'm about to talk about episode 7 in detail. So if you're waiting to watch it, you may want to, go somewhere else for a little bit. Like
earmuffs.
Leave us on, but mute us or whatever. I don't know.
I told all my ex-wives.
Yeah. So, but I'm just going to go from, I'm going to try and go from memory from start to finish on this damn thing.
Okay.
And everything that pissed me off. So it's episode 7, but it's going back to when, basically this first thing started off. So, but it's from the Jedi's point of view.
So it's basically a repeat of what was it, episode 2 or 3, whatever it was.
Whichever one.
When they went back, so at 3, I think, when they went back 16 years before, right?
Right.
To the girls and the coven and all this. But it was from the Jedi's point of view rather than the coven's point of view, which was cool.
Yeah, sure. So they're on this planet, and I forget how long they said they were on this planet looking for this.
7 weeks.
7 weeks.
Yep.
They're on this planet for 7 weeks, and Padawan,
the British guy,
drink my poison guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to go home.
I just want to go to Coruscant.
I just want to go to Coruscant. And then he's like, I don't even know why we're here.
What's wrong with that?
Oh,
he's an impatient Padawan who's not in touch with the focus of the mission.
We've been here for 7 weeks searching, and you don't know why we're here? Nobody told you. You've been out there in the field with equipment looking for certain things, and you don't know why we're here?
By the way, more disturbing than what you just said was what they were doing that I thought was more
taking soil samples.
They're ripping plants out of the ground, and Carrie Ann Moss puts it in a box, closes the lid, pushes these buttons, and you hear this. And then Poison himself guy, the Padawan, literally picks up rocks and he's putting it in this hopper, and this machine kind of shakes a little bit, and he puts another rock and does the same thing. What are they doing?
Yeah, obviously he didn't know. And then at this campfire, they're like, we're searching for a virgins in the Force,
which is cool.
Oh, so what was he reading that whole time? What was he looking at that whole time? If he didn't know why
core
they were
samples, he thought they were going to mine for gold.
Okay. All right, fine.
I didn't have a problem with that at all.
Also, they were there for 7 weeks.
Don't tell your Padawan anything.
And then, so Soul goes out, just like, man, I'm just going to go out. Screw this. And he just happens to see the 2 kids. He's like, found them. So what? I'm going to follow them back to their place.
That was uncomfortable. He looked like a predator then.
Yeah, okay. He follows them back to their place. What's their place? From the outside. It is like a gigantic castle built into the side of the mountain. Did anybody not think for those 7 weeks to go look at that monstrosity first?
Well, they explained what it was.
Yeah, it's a mining thing, which is also they had records of, which means that they knew that it existed there, which means that during that 7 weeks, somebody could have went there.
No. I didn't think of that, Colby, look.
It's stupid.
They're looking for a virgin. It's not a mining facility.
Write it better. That was dumb.
And I thought him pursuing them, chasing them back to their house, the mining facility, the coven. Look, and I don't know this actor. I know he's been in something else that I heard about that I didn't watch.
Squid Game.
Okay, I don't know what the hell that is. I've never heard of that in my life.
It was it was very, 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 very popular.
Okay, I've never heard of it,
Okay.
so it must not have been good.
Should have. You
But
probably stayed off social media for about 4 months while it was all the rage.
no, just never heard it. If I see something on social media and I don't understand or recognize, I don't pay attention to it. Like you, that's you. You literally do that with everything in your life.
Yes, but I knew what Squid Games was.
I'd never heard of it. So anyway, look, I don't like the actor. I don't like the character. Like I've in the 7 episodes that I've watched this character and the actor play the character, I don't like either one of them.
Okay.
I don't trust him. The character, not the actor. I don't know the actor. Like I don't trust him. Just through this whole series, Saul is not a good dude. I've established this.
Okay.
And I've established something else that I already knew, but this series confirms it, and we'll get into it in a second. Dude, he was just a little too intense chasing them and following them. His facial expressions were not okay. Following 2 little girls back to their house.
Well, he's been searching for 7 weeks. He finally found what they were looking for. It just annoyed me that they were in this big mining facility that was on the side of a mountain that they had records of, and nobody thought, well, maybe we should go check that at some point.
Yeah.
Just to check it out. Anyway, so he gets there and sneaks around, sees what's going on, pops back out, and he's gathered all the Jedi. And Carrie-Ann Moss, Jedi, don't stab me, bro.
The Matrix Jedi.
It's like, I should just go in there because we don't want to piss him off, basically. And he's like, I think we all should go. And she's just like, yeah, you're right. And they just walk in. There's no
she gave up really easy.
There's no argument. There's no nothing. There's
agree with that.
What?
I agree with that.
She seems like she's the most in control and the most Jedi-like.
She's the only one that knows what the hell she's doing.
Right. So she's like the leader of the pack, and he's just like, no, I think we all should go. And she's like, yeah, okay, cool.
She gave up super easy in that argument. And look where it got him.
So then they have all the witches do the witch things and jump into home dude's brain because he just wants to go home to Coruscant and whatever. And she seems really evil while she's doing it. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. But why would you? Okay, cool. And now Darth Maul's sister is all like irritated. And she's like coaxing May to be evil and blah, blah, blah. But then there's the next time where they come back after they've tested them and the Jedi Order's like, yeah, just leave them alone.
Yeah, leave the whole situation. You've already interfered too much.
Yeah.
Is what they said.
Yeah, you need to leave. But then the kid's like, because they say you need to leave, which means you can go. You ain't got to be there anymore, kid. And kid's like, well, the only way they're letting me back to Coruscant is if I go charge in there with bullheadedness. So Soul goes to stop him. And they end up going in anyway. And
again, that's the character flaw of Saul. Like I don't like him.
Soul went to go, stop him. And they're like, yeah, never mind.
Let's go.
We're doing this. If the kid would have just, like, cool, we're leaving. All right, I'm out.
Let's go.
He could have gone to Coruscant, but no, his reason for going in there is because he wants to go.
That's our ticket home. That's what he said. They have tickets in the Jedi Order.
So then there's the big fight, and the lady that was going to let, Osha go with the Jedi ends up when, the Jedi are there and they haven't like drawn their lightsabers yet.
She goes into this weird witch thing.
She turns into a cloud.
You hate clouds.
Right. And then Saul looks over and sees May for some reason is dissolving, which nobody has explained. May's dissolving.
I still don't know where that was going.
What was happening? And Saul's like, no, F that. You're dissolving her. I'm going to, and he kills her, which pisses everybody off. And then
her dying words were,
I was going to let Osha go.
I was going to let Osha go with you.
Right. Cool.
Then why were you turning into a cloud?
What was that? Why was that? And then
Chewbacca Jedi.
Darth Malleus infects Chewbacca guy.
Chewbacca Jedi.
Wookiee Jedi.
By the way, Eli and I watched this together today, and I was thinking this during all of that, but he turned to me and said it. He goes, Dad, is there anything more terrifying than a Wookiee Jedi?
No, there's not.
Like that's acting like a Wookiee Jedi Sith.
Right.
Right? Because he turned because of that. And I was like, I was just thinking that. It's terrifying.
So then he's all like kicking everybody's ass and like all
Because he's possessed.
and I guess the power of one is happening because
Right.
everybody in the stands is just like nom yum nom yum nom yum nom yum nom yum nom yum nom.
Like you're minimalizing all of this.
And so they get into a fight, but then Matrix Jedi just jumps in and then Hawk Tuas and whatever, and then lands on Wookiee Jedi, and then just like Raw!
Takes the evil spirit out of him.
Yeah, but that somehow kills everybody else in the whole arena. They're just like hum nim dead.
Because she killed him
We
when she
died.
did that.
Okay.
Killed the spirit that was in Chewbacca Jedi, Sith.
We never saw, by the way, Darth Maul's sister.
Well, she died
Did she?
with the rest of them.
Yeah, they never. If she did, they never.
I
panned
thought
around
they
to
showed it. I
They
remember
didn't
that.
pan around to her. No. So
Darth Maul's sister.
we'll just call her the horny woman.
The horny witch.
Yeah, she might be dead. She might not. We never saw what happened to her, but everybody else died.
Ooh, what if she is the master Sith? in
Oh
all
my
of this?
goodness. Because she started that whole let your hate flow or whatever to May. Okay, cool. By the way, May started that fire that ended up in the electrical system that somehow burned down the biggest I mean,
It burned down a bunch of rocks.
it did. It burned down a bunch of electrical fire, burnt stone. Let that sink in for a sec. The electrical fire burnt stone, everybody.
Burnt down the mining community
It-
thing.
Burnt down a mountain.
Colby, this is a different world. We don't know how physics works.
I'm going to go ahead and say that doesn't happen.
We don't know. And you know what? It was also May's anger and hate that fueled the fire that burnt down the rock.
And during the middle of that, by the way, before Wookiee Jedi starts doing his thing, when May rolls up, Soul turns around and goes, Osha. No, that's May.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
What's okay?
So that's got to come back at some point, right?
Yeah, probably that's got to come back at some point because maybe Osha and May have switched places this
Yeah.
whole entire time, which
Yep.
who would have seen that coming?
Oh, I didn't.
Stab me. And all right, so then they all get on the the
Oh,
ship.
and we got more clarification about where they came from.
Yeah,
A little bit in this show.
yeah. They were basically split off from
Yeah, they're not twins.
no.
They're like clones of each other, right?
Right.
Kind of.
Right, because they've got the same everything.
Yeah.
Cool. So
I thought that was cool.
that kind of decides the reason why like Saul couldn't tell them apart because everything about them is about the same, even though maybe their intentions are. But I'm not going to get into that part. But so they all get on this ship and they're like, "All right, so what are we going to tell the Jedi Council?"
The truth.
And then she's like, "Yeah, the truth." And then she tells an outright lie.
That May burned down the temple or the mountain.
So they're going to skip everything they just went through. All this would be very informative to the Jedi Council, by the way.
It's not necessary.
Yeah, but
Extra information.
because Soul, you'll get in trouble if we tell them the truth. Will you? The crazy witch lady turned into a poof of smoke and made a child start disappearing, so I stabbed her, and then everybody went nuts.
And died.
And I'm not the one that killed everybody else in the coven.
All right. Look,
Neo Jedi.
we've already used up all of our
You did.
margarita butt talk. So let me just say this.
None of it was good, Tim. None of it was good.
Episode was great.
No.
Comparatively for the rest of the series,
No, none of this has been good, Tim.
stop having high expectations.
Except for the one when first Smilo Ren Darth Joker appeared. That still wasn't great.
I liked seeing Chewbacca Sith Jedi.
Yeah, that's
That was
awesome.
kind of cool.
I could go have some fan make a Chewie Jedi trailer on YouTube.
Nah, it wouldn't have been cool like that though.
Sure.
He went ballistic, dude. I want to know more about that dude. That might be my new favorite Star Wars character. And now
And
he's
why
dead.
did the dude drink the poison? All he wanted to do is go home. He didn't kill anybody.
No, it was his fault. If he wouldn't have gone to the temple and taken off and made Saul follow him, none of that would have happened. They would be home and everybody would be alive.
Yeah, but if Saul had done what he said
his
he's
fault.
going to, was like, hey, I'm going to go get him, and went and got him.
Well, that's why Saul's an idiot too. And look, so here's what I've figured out, or I've confirmed now.
Once Kid got in there, he didn't do anything wrong. He waited till death was happening before he whipped out his saber. And
We've been told since 1977, Jedis are the good guys.
Right.
Colby, they're not. They're no better than the freaking Sith. The Jedi Council and every Jedi, they're not good people.
Yeah, they're supposed to be.
They're liars. They're manipulators. They're deceivers.
This is not the Jedi, man.
Go back to A New Hope.
Right.
Ben Kenobi and Yoda, all they did was freaking lie to Luke the entire movie. Lied to him about his father dying.
No, they said that Darth Vader killed
from a
his.
certain point of view.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the worst line in the history of Star Wars.
Nope.
No one's ever explained it. The Jedi Council in the prequels, all they did was lie and deceive everyone.
No.
Now, granted, that they lied and deceived the Senate, which thankfully they did because they didn't know Palpatine was the Sith, right?
Right.
So that made sense, but they didn't know that. They didn't know that's why they were doing it. They lied to Anakin.
Yeah, because
Qui-Gon and Kenobi lied to Anakin.
Man, no, they didn't.
That's all the Jedi do is freaking lie and manipulate. They're not good people. The Jedi are the bad guys in all of the Star Wars universe.
No, and stop saying that. You're drunk and you're no, you're not going to take this.
I'm sober now. We start talking about Acolyte. I'm sober.
All right. Well, you're saying not right things.
How are the Jedi good guys, good people? What do?
They end up saving the day every
How?
single time.
From who?
From the people that are taking over and crushing people.
Okay, well, maybe those people were bad people they were crushing.
They were just citizens.
What about all the innocent stormtroopers that died on both Death Stars?
They were shooting people. They blew up a planet.
Because they were taught to do that.
Okay, well, yeah.
Are we really having this argument?
You're the one having an argument. They blew up Alderaan.
Was Alderaan great?
Yes.
Why?
Because it was peaceful and awesome.
Well, they should have blown up Coruscant.
So, yeah, I don't know what this conversation is and how stupid it's gotten.
No, I'm telling you, dude, the Jedi are not good people in the Star Wars universe.
According to this show, the Crapolite, they're not good people. Every other spot, they're good people.
All they've ever done is lie to people throughout the Star Wars universe.
You are dumb, and stop saying dumb things.
You know it's true.
All right, Tim.
I swear to God.
Thank you, me. Thank you, you, for making us sound good. News and Notes is where I search the World Wide Web for the weird.
Internets.
And by God, I found it. And we got to start up with, we're going to the world of TMZ.com. Where is this taking place at?
Georgia, right?
Hold on one second.
By the way, Lee agrees. Tim has a point. They were kind of shady about revealing Palpatine. Lee's my guy.
We are going to the Rodeo Mexican restaurant in Waycross, Georgia, where Joe Boyett and Mary Sweat, yes, she did, were in a booth at the Mexican restaurant. And I guess they ordered a couple of pitchers of margaritas. And at one point decided, you know what? We need to go ahead and boof this stuff.
Colby, you're going to have to define boof.
Boof is putting things in your butt.
All right. We've all been there. We going mudding, Colby?
So they were taking the glasses of margaritas and there's her butt. And he's trying to pour the margaritas into her butt.
Colby, have you ever experimented with vibrating needles?
This is at a restaurant. This is not at a bar. They're not even at the bar. They're in a booth.
The poor rodeo Mexican restaurant cantina.
Now, here's the side of the story that gets kind of fun. So, not unbeknownst to them, I think maybe unbeknownst to them because they're drunk enough to be trying to put margaritas in each other's butt.
This is what we have to talk about.
Is they're being filmed. They're being filmed while this has happened. And
Colby, the person filming them is sitting in their booth. Look at the angle here.
Okay. They're being filmed, and as they're being filmed, he's gone live. On, I guess,
Wouldn't you?
TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. He's gone live. And it went viral.
As well it should.
So the couple find out that they're viral and their butts and all that are now on the internet, and they get mad.
By the way, here's our perpetrators.
Yeah. They get mad and they call the 911 and say, "Hey, cops,
About that.
cops, we were filmed and put on the internet and we don't like it." And the cops showed up and they saw the video and they're like, "Yeah, your guys are going to have to go to jail because you can't be in a public restaurant pouring margaritas in each other's buttholes."
What kind of world do we live in where you can't do that?
So they called the cops. The restaurant didn't call anybody. The restaurant didn't call the cops. The people that called the cops are in the mugshot.
Colby, shut up. Bassick wants to know why I don't understand why the boofing is even necessary. I don't think necessary is the operative word here.
You know what? I don't understand why it is either, because you're obviously already drunk. Also, it's margaritas. You're not boofing the straight tequila. You're not butt chugging the tequila. And usually people switch to or go to butt chuggings because, man, I just want to be drunk. I don't want to taste it. Blah, blah, blah.
And these are frozen margaritas. Like you can tell by, where's the other picture we had? Dude, those are frozen maybe not. That didn't look like frozen.
No.
So you're literally pouring triple sec margarita mix and tequila into your girl's butt.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if any of that has any actual lime juice or anything, any acidic nature to it, it's going to burn your booty hole. It may not be right then because you're too drunk to not feel it.
Maybe she likes it.
But it is. It is. You're going to wonder about that while you're sitting in prison and be like, man, I'm actually in prison with a burnt booty hole. That's bad.
Colby, shut up. Bassica wants to know, what's a brain freeze via booth called?
Just going to call that. And you know what? It's pretty simple. That's just freezing your ass off, right?
Lee says, news and notes, the best segment on the radio. Yes, for like 13 years running.
Something
or more.
along that lines. Yeah, man.
So the begs the question, Colby.
Okay.
And the reason why I wanted to make a segment out of this. Would you? Would you either be on the receiving end or the perpetrating end of this?
If I am super drunk and a lady goes, I want you to pour that margarita into my butthole.
I mean, you're in, right?
My brain's going to go, well, if she's willing to let me do that.
What else can I do?
What else is happening? This might be a wild night.
I mean, is there anything beyond that? Like, what comes after? How do you top that?
No, but it's pretty much opens the door to anything else I've ever wanted to do is probably can be happening. And that's
true.
We'll probably be so drunk that I can wake up in a new place the next day and leave.
But you got to go back at some point.
No, you don't.
Because you want to relive that excitement.
But I'm scared. I am scared a little bit if even no matter how drunk I'm at, because you know this, I know this. You crack a butt open, there's chances are that you're not going to like what's going on.
50-50 chance. Maybe
greater than 50-50. And so you've got to be drunk enough that now any of that's not going to hit you in the face. Because if you're super drunk and you're close to having any kind of upset stomach works, it could end up being something else. That could be the most gross scene that anybody's ever seen in their entire life. We're talking what? The
Margarita diarrhea.
Or you vomiting.
So how many margaritas would you have to be in to agree to this? And look, I'm not talking like this is one thing to do this at home, right?
Right. No, this is live
and not at a bar, at a respectable restaurant.
Maybe.
Well, we don't know if it's respectable.
No.
Look, Colby, I'm telling you right now, we talked about this before the show, before we went on air. I'm pretty adventurous sexually.
I don't like how you had to pause over that word. That's fine.
Sexually.
Stop it.
Dude, I might be in.
I'm not. Okay, not there at the bar.
I might be offering both pitcher and catcher here.
No, especially when your idea about it is the margarita. Look, man,
All right, what about a pina colada?
No.
Strawberry daiquiri.
No, if it's doing something like that, first of all, I'm not doing it. Second of all, though, if I had to, gun to my head, I'm like, all right, well, at least, let's just go with the straight liquor. Let's get it over with. I don't want to have other things swimming
Okay, now
around.
that would burn your ass.
But the whole goal of it is to get drunk really quickly. So I don't want anything else in there, but let's go ahead and get drunk.
Colby, should we put a new thing on the wheel of misfortune to where whichever one of us lands on it, the other one gets to pour Everclear in the other one's ass?
No, we're not.
Is that
not happening?
Worse than Death Nut?
Yes.
Or a toenail sandwich or a ham slap or a cranberry.
The fact that this somewhere in the studio is going to be freshly cracked ass. Yeah, no, that makes it bad.
Hey, you don't know what I do here when you're not here.
Man, I don't know, and I don't want to know.
You don't sit on those couches out there, do you?
No, I sure don't.
Because I didn't bring a blanket that one time.
So there's the adventures of the Rodeo Mexican restaurant where these two went to Margaritaville.
Wasted away again in Margaritaville.
Yeah, ended up in jail.
You know what I'm doing after the show, Colby?
With burning buttholes.
I'm going to get a margarita. Want to go?
No.
You want to go get a margarita with me later, Colby? We can go to some fine Mexican establishment down the road.
No.
Cantina Laredo.
No.
Order a couple of margaritas, take the pants off, and see what happens.
No. And no.
It's the greatest pickup line ever.
So,
Colby, shut up. Bassick likes me. He's in. I bet he'll go margarita drinking with me, pantsless.
Probably. And I think that's a she.
Oh, even better. Let's go. I don't know. I can't see the picture.
He's blind. I think that's him.
Huh.
I think that is him.
Hi.
So there you go. All right.
Yeah. She said, oops, I'm a chick. Oh, oops. I did it again. Yeah, let's go. Let's go get some margaritas pantsless. I mean, we can start with our pants on.
So let's go from there we're going to Canada. And Tim, I'm going to need that photo. Oh, Canada.
Your wish is my command.
This is from like April, but I don't care because I just found it. And it's so great.
It's coming.
Gross.
Literally.
This is a thing. This is called the Dickieberg. I'm going to go ahead and tell you something. Can you imagine what the waters were called that this thing was found in and pictured? This was pictured in Conception Bay. This was pictured by Kenny Pretty. Kenny Pretty, I shit you not, is from a town called Dildo.
Shut up. You're making all of this up.
I am not.
Just like your Jedi stuff.
No, I am not. This is all correct. This is not fake news.
Oh my God, dude.
Kenny Pretty from Dildo went to Conception Bay and caught a picture of a giant penis iceberg. I mean, it's got the head.
Can't make this up.
It's got the nuts. It's even got the long vein down it.
It does have the long vein.
Like somebody carved it.
Maybe aliens.
Aliens carved it and placed it in Conception Bay.
I mean, if you were an alien society and you wanted to come to Earth, wouldn't you go to Conception Bay?
And the guy that took this picture is from a town called Dildo.
Colby, that's when all of the planets align.
That's when every planet aligns. I mean, the fact that this came out this perfectly proves to me that there's at least God's a good writer, because the people at Acolyte aren't, because this is perfect. Everything's perfect about it.
Do you think that's life size?
Yeah, that's now and you thought, we all thought that Florida was America's Wang. No, we found the world's Wang. It's in Conception Bay.
Conception Bay.
So yeah, so that little oddity and all that put together, good God is true.
Huh.
So let's go from there to we're going to Alaska, where the National Park Service announced it has banned hunters from baiting bears in Alaska. And I'd just like to say thank God.
Wait, how do you bait a bear?
Carefully and with big gloves.
And why would you bait? Were you trying to kill it?
You're trying to hunt it down. So you're baiting them, which I think would be really tough to do. Because I imagine, because bear paws are huge, I imagine everything else about them is huge too.
Like the iceberg?
Yes.
God.
The ban, effective July 2024, applies to sports hunters targeting the black and brown bears on National Park Service managed preserves in Alaska. So you can no longer bait any bears there. That's the end of that story. That's that story. Let's move on to the next story. We're going from there to
wait, did the bear steal someone's bike at the end of the story?
No. It's just, it was tired of being baited. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Waiting with bated breath.
Let's go to Ohio, where two girls or old ladies have pleaded guilty to propping up the corpse of an 80-year-old man in a vehicle so they would withdraw money from the descendant's account at the U.S. Bank drive-through window. Weekend at Bernie's with whoever this is. In a court appearance last week, Karen Cashbaum, 63, and Laureen B. Ferrallo, 56, each copped to a pair of criminal charges: gross abuse of a corpse, a felony, and misdemeanor theft, as Cashbaum and Ferrallo placed. Please tell me it's his name. Douglas Layman. They placed him in their car after he had passed and said, "Crap, we need to get some of the money out of his account." So had him drive up through the drive-through, and I swear to God, if one of them, when the teller was like, "And how you doing, Mr. Layman?" and they just like had his hand up, started waving.
Oh. What the hell?
Weekend at Bernie's for cash. So, yeah, there you go. That's what people do in Ohio when you pass.
Jeez.
The New Jersey Mega Millions ticket worth more than $1 billion remains unclaimed. New Jersey's second largest lottery jackpot of the year has has been claimed after last month's Powerball drawing, but a ticket worth a staggering $1.13 billion, which was drawn during the March Mega Millions, remains unclaimed. The winning numbers from that draw were 7, 11, 22, 29, 38, and the Mega Ball was 4. Multiplier was 2. Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
Hitting it. What if they lost the ticket, Tim?
That's cause for suicide, Colby.
$1.13 billion, Tim.
That'll buy some McNuggets.
And you're not sure. You can't find it. Good God all.
Kind of feel like at that point you get what you deserve.
And finally, in case you haven't heard via social media, over off of 157, they're over in Euless. The baby dolls that I've been to more than a few times via the radio station, subjects that have happened to happen over there.
Oh, sure.
Burnt down. Exploded, Tim.
Whoa, did it really?
Yes.
I think I left my wallet there.
Probably left other things there, Tim.
DNA?
Yeah.
I mean,
so that was this morning, Tim. So luckily nobody was there.
Yeah, nobody goes to brunch strip clubs. Wait, there was a baby dolls in Euless?
Yeah.
I only knew the one on Northwest Highway.
No, there's one in Euless.
Oh, all right.
It's actually Euless's little strip club row.
There's just
they've got like 3 or 4 down there, 157. Like on your way from Euless to Arlington.
Yeah, okay. No, I actually picture it in my head right now.
So it burnt down, and there's nothing news on what happened, but like the whole like back wall of the club collapsed shortly after they arrived. Followed by a total building collapse. So it's gone.
So what's going to happen to the strippers?
Going to go to another club probably.
Okay, cool. Well, they're going to let us know, right?
I mean, they can let you know. It's been a long ass time since I've been to any place like that.
I mean, we were just there last week. What are you talking about?
No, we weren't there, Tim.
Oh, that was my other friend. You're right.
Yeah, there you go.
Wasn't you?
And that's news and notes, everybody.
And what a news and notes it was. Maybe the greatest news and notes ever, Colby.
Yep.
Because they all said it was the greatest ever segment of news and notes on the greatest existing segment in Dallas radio.
Appreciate you.
We will be back on Monday with another Colby Sapp and IndyCarTim show, and we'll have more debauchery, more dumb stories for you, and more margarita enemas.
Maybe not.
If we find them. Maybe we'll do one live. Might do a live margarita enema on the air. Hey, if it'll get us views, I'll do it.
You know what? And if it'll get us views and you'll do it, I'm probably just going to leave.
Well, somebody has to hold the bag up here.
Call Gerb.
Well, Gerb's out of town.
Get him here.
Then we get some of those strippers from the burnt down place. They'll probably show up.
Anything that involves a funnel in your asshole, I'm out.
Okay, look, that's for show. That's not what you said before.
No, that's that. Yeah. No,
We going mudding, Colby?
Never.
Well, we could.
No.
Colby, have you ever experimented with vibrating anal beads?
Nope.
You're gonna.
No.
We'll be back on Monday with another show. Until then, boys and girls, we'll see you.